So congratulations, you qualified UGC NET in Course 17 for assistant professor, right?
Yes. Thank you so much.
Feeling?
I'm feeling quite relieved and happy because this year was quite difficult and the exam was getting postponed.
Yeah.
So it's a great feeling to score 170 marks in this exam.
And how's everyone at your family and how's their feeling?
They have been very supportive throughout the year and they were very happy. The whole family was completely happy with the result.
Okay. Can you tell us something about yourself, like your academic background and anything you want to share with us?
Yeah. Sure. So basically, I'm a civil engineer and I completed my engineering in 2014. And after that, I went into studied construction management from Pune. And then I worked in real estate companies for 2-3 years. After which I decided that I wanted to enter into the field of academia. And hence, I decided to go forth to study UGC NET.
Okay.
So appear for UGC NET.
Okay, so Yagya, it was not like already prepared, like you already decided that okay, you will go with UGC NET. Like, don't you think about to do a job as a civil engineer?
Actually, the thing was I wanted to pursue PhD in management, and I talked to a few of my colleagues around, and I talked to a few people who are already studying PhD in this field. So they told me that UGC NET is a good exam to through which I can enter into good universities and maybe also apply for assistant professor depending on like how things might turn out. So at that point I felt that I should prepare for a UGC NET exam.
Okay. So Yagya, can you share your preparation strategy with us? How you is there any difficulty you faced during your preparation or how did you manage that?
So my first attempt was not successful. So after which I realized, how I'm studying for this exam. So basically, I realized that the subject is very vast. There are the syllabus is huge, and there are many difficult subjects also, like finance, accounting. These are numerical subjects, and people who are not from a commerce background, they find it a little difficult. So I decided to split the syllabus into 2 parts. The one with which I was comfortable with those subjects like OB, HR, management and marketing. So these were my strong subjects. And there was one weaker subjects such as accounting, finance. So I actually split the syllabus into 2 parts. One with the subjects I was comfortable with, and other in which I needed to study and revise the concepts more thoroughly and practice it more. And I during my preparation, I used to devote around 2-3 hours per day. And I used to divide the time accordingly, like 1 hour for the easy subject and 2 hours for the difficult subject. And accordingly, I would study and make a tracker and divide each subject into subtopics. Therein, I think the study material really helped me by Human Peritus because the complete booklets are very, they're covering the major topics. And through those booklets only, I was did not choose any other resources except for the Human Peritus material. And I revised those subjects through those booklets only. And by making a tracker and keeping, daily updating that tracker, I was able to monitor my, how I'm covering all my subjects. So my progress was being covered through the tracker.
Yeah, and it's great, Yagya, because all this happened because of your hard work mainly. This time paper was very tough and cutoff was also very high, right? So finally you made it and congratulations again. So Yagya, can you share your time management tips with us? How do you manage your time? For how long paper 1 have to study, and paper 2, what time to devote to which subject?
So the thing is that first of all you need to see the previous year's question papers, and you have to see that which subject holds the maximum weightage. So during that analysis, I found that marketing and OB, these 2 were heavy subjects which had huge amount of subtopics in it, and they were also mostly asked in the previous exams. So that is why first of all I tried to crack those subjects first. and I generally devoted around 1 hour to study them. Like for a week, if I decided, I'll study them for 7 hours in a week. And then after 15 days, I used to come back once again and practice the questions of those topics. So accordingly, I prepared for these exams.
Both for paper 1 and paper 2.
Yes, for both, for paper. Paper, during my first attempt, I made that mistake of not really paying attention to the paper 1, which involves teaching aptitude and all those things. But this time I thought that I should not neglect those subjects also. So I incorporated them in my study plan. So at least for like half an hour, just to, have a brief reading. Because they do seem easy, but the questions are sometimes very, very theoretical. So you cannot make a general assumption about those subjects. So hence it is very important to keep reading and be updated with the current affairs also. Because this time the new education policy 2020 was also asked. And so hence it's also very important to be updated a little bit about the current affairs also.
Okay, yeah. So any other tips for future aspirants?
I think the major tip I would give to all the students is know your syllabus well and know your strength and weaknesses well and prepare accordingly. It's not necessary you have to study 6 to 8 hours or something like that. You have to just prepare smartly for this exam. So this will be achievable for everyone to crack this exam.
Okay, yeah, thank you so much. And yeah, we really have a great session with you.